Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today we continue the FL Studio series right here at BusyWorksBeats.com/FL Studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make your beats louder with one plugin. The one plugin is called Frank Pole's Finalizer. So as you can hear my vocal, I get pretty loud. So here's before, here's after. So I'll show you the settings that I'm using to make your beat sound louder. So here, let's play before. Here's after. Here's before. And here is after. So you can see we got a lot of clarity with this plugin here. So the first step is to slowly lower your clipper until you hear the sound. So I'm going to copy these settings just in the case that I've messed up and clicked something by accident. So I'm going to start from scratch here. All right, so as this loads up, so this is a free plugin by Frank Pole. He creates plugins inside of what's called Patcher. So this is an FL Studio native plugin here. So the first step is going back to your clipper, and we're going to lower this until we start to hear it. So let's hear the beat. Let's loop it. And you'll hear when the clipping happens. It sounds like the top's being shaved off. Let's go to a more active section here. So listen for just the top of the audio sounding like it's being turned off. Okay, you can hear that crunch. You can even hear it in my vocal. I sound like it's crunchy. So what we're doing with this clipper is making the more rounded stuff of the audio more into a square wave. And what that does is it adds more harmonic content to the track, which makes stuff feel louder and more dense. So that's what we're doing with the clip. I can hear it right here. I can even hear it in my voice. So let me just talk until we start to hear that bitey sound. Here's where I start to hear the bitey sound. And then here's where it gets more aggressive right there. So somewhere in between this range here. Now the key here, before we go into the clipper, the key is turning up what's called your input volume so that it hits the clipper with all its volume, and then the clipper expands on those harmonics. So we're going to mess with this input volume. Nextly, we're going to mess with this limiter. Just left click and drag this up a little bit until you start to hear the loudness. As you can hear, it gets louder and louder and louder. Okay, now the final touch, we're going to mess with this EQ, the mid, the bite, and the presence. These frequencies are the most sensitive to our ear, and so we perceive the song as becoming louder when these frequencies are present. So just mess with the bite, the mid, the bite, and the presence. Just turn those up a little bit. Let's do it before and after. Here's before. Here's after. Here's before. Here's after. Pretty simple plugin. It's free. I'm going to link it below. Shout out to Frank Pole. Subscribe if you're new, or go to BusyWorksBeats.com/FL Studio to learn more about FL Studio. Peace.